What's going on, guys? Aggronix, welcome back to PCL. I can no longer say Season 4. Fuck, it's over. What am I saying? This is the first video that I've done in a long time. I am back. It was about, I think, almost a week ago now that my computer completely conked out and it was gone. So that's why there hasn't been a video up in a while. I'm recording this is my first video back. There might have been a video that went up a few hours ago or maybe a day ago concerning something else. But this is the first video I'm recording after a long hiatus, and I just need to fill you guys on a few things that happened, especially with the PCL Screw My Draft, which I know I didn't update you guys on because I couldn't. I was gone. So, basically, my computer conked out on the Friday, I think it was the 3rd? I think it was the 3rd. And the draft was planned for the 4th, so I had to do the draft over mobile. I wasn't able to be there for the draft, and yeah, so we basically did that. And what happened was, how the Screw My Draft works is that you pick one mon. You pick one mon, and then you have, well, first of all, you draft 11 mons. You have one mega and 2 mons from each tier. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5. You pick 2 mons from each tier. The mon that you pick will fill the slot of one of those slots, and then everyone else will draft for you. So, for example, Champ goes Aggron, your tier 1 is Tyranitar, then I have Tyranitar. Similarly, I draft for someone else. Not their entire team, one mon each round. Although you can pick another person over and over again, like Saigai did, because he's a cunt and he kept fucking drafting for me. We'll get to that. But as you can probably tell, my draft isn't very, very good. Nobody's draft, actually, I take that back. Most people's drafts are not very good. Saigai's is fucking fantastic. And there are a few other people that are very, very good drafts, but I have to say, mine is probably the worst. I would say mine is definitely bottom 4 anyway. Although, it is some of my favorite mons, so I'm kind of excited to use the team. I know you're going to fucking laugh when you see the team, because it's absolutely shocking. I can't do a draft analysis because fuck. I didn't draft this team. I didn't be like, okay, I needed this. I did try to strike a deal with someone to get me a mon in the latter round, but fucking Saigai fucked up everything. So let's just start. This is the 11 mons that we have, and I know it's absolutely shocking, and that is just such an appalling team. So I drafted Mega Aggron round 1. I was the 2nd pick overall because I wanted to use Mega Aggron again. That was completely fine. First round, I think my first round draft was, I think it was, oh, it was Wobbuffet. Somebody drafted me Wobbuffet, so I'll start with Cincino. Somebody gave me actually fuck it, it was Saigai. Somebody gave me Wobbuffet, and you're allowed one free agency pick. However, that pick is randomized, so obviously if I could have the chance of choosing my mon, I wouldn't have picked Cincino. Not because Cincino is bad, it's just because it doesn't fit the team at all. I would have picked something that fit the team well. But we did get randomized to Cincino. I drafted Mega Aggron because I wanted something fun to use, and I wanted to use it again after a long time. And I thought that a pure steel type would be fun, not knowing that I'd get fucking 3 others. Then we got Wobbuffet that I changed to Cincino. Cincino's really cool, 115 base speed. It has a pretty decent move pool. Aqua Tail, Bullet Seed, Gunk Shot, obviously Tail Slap, U-Turn. Didn't know it gets Thunderbolt. It has 65 special attack, so I don't think we're going to be using that too much. But Cincino's pretty, it gets knockoff? Whoa, I didn't know that. Cincino's pretty good. I like Cincino quite a bit. And its ability, obviously, Skill Link is why it's so strong. I'm really looking forward to using Cincino, honestly. Even though, again, I wouldn't pick that mon. But it's fine. It's a Screw My Draft. I wasn't going to pick any mon. So, after Cincino, people were joking. There's no rule that you can't get the same mon as the Mega. So, fucking, somebody gave me Aggron, which I'm completely fine with, by the way. Somebody also wanted to give me Leiron and Aaron, but I was just like, that's a little bit too far. I've already been fucked over enough. But I decided to go with Aggron. Well, actually, I couldn't decide. Somebody gave me Aggron. And Aggrons are really cool. You know, I used it in the Elysian League this season. The season that we won. This is a champion. On your screen right now, you have a champion. Head Smash is just the most powerful move. One of the most powerful moves in the game. And I cannot wait to use Aggron with Head Smash. And especially because we have Aggron and Mega Aggron on the same team. So I'll have to play all my games on custom. Well, actually, I think we're doing that anyway. But hopefully I'm going to bring Aggron and Mega Aggron most weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to using it. So, next round, again, I think I dipped. I think I dropped... Actually, I think Auroras was the next mon, actually. Sorry, no, I think I was there for Auroras. Auroras was given to me as another rock type. It's only the second rock type because Aggron is a regular Aggron when we start the battle, but it will turn into Mega Aggron, so it's only pure steel, technically speaking, even though it is, you know, technically steel rock, or, yeah, when, you know, it's not Mega Evolved, but it doesn't count. Auroras is only our second rock type. Auroras is cool. It's definitely, you know, by the way, actually, these were actually laid out exactly how it is. So, Aggron's my Mega, Tier 1s, Tier 2s, Tier 3s, Tier 4s, and Tier 5s. Just in case you're wondering if the order is random, or this is the draft order that we picked them in. No, this is the Mega to Tier 1 to Tier 5. Auroras is cool, especially because someone gave me Beartic. I think Kip gave me Beartic, which, Kip, thank you. I played Kip round 1, so that should be a lot of fun. But someone gave me Beartic. If you don't know, Auroras has Snow Warning, which summons Hail. Hail comes down, and Beartic has Slush Rush, which in Hail, his speed doubles, which is just really, really cool. So Auroras, we even have a little bit of Weather Wars here. Beartic wasn't my next pick though, Beartic was way after. And Aurora's pretty good. So then after, I think we got Sunflora, which, fuck. This thing gets Earth Power, excuse me? Whoa, okay. You know what, Sunflora isn't completely useless. It's kind of cool. It's the fact that I'm using a Sunflora, I think, is the reason I'm really excited to use Sunflora. It's a very, very funny mon. It's base 105 special attack, so actually, I didn't actually know it as that good special attack. Obviously, I'd much rather have like something like Meganium, or even Torterra, or fucking anything. Simisear, I love Simisear. I would have taken Simisear any day. But we did get Sunflora. It gets Curse. Hello? You get Seed Bomb? I'm trying to use a Cursed Seed Bomb. Oh, that's definitely gonna happen. So yeah, after Sunflora, after this disgust, basically I came back and this is what I drafted for me, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. As in, these are all my lower tier mons. You know, I have my my Mega, my Tier 3, both my Tier 5. So I was like, alright, I can only get better from here, and Aggron as well, so Tier 4. Next round, after this, honestly, I'm pretty fuzzy. So I'll just go in order of how, I believe Scolipede was very late. So let's just go with Toxstroke was the last, Scolipede was second last, I think. So I'll start with Gengar. Gengar was given to me because I guess someone doesn't like me. No, I'm joking. Someone gave me Gengar, which I'm really happy about. Actually, it gives me a fighting immunity, Fast Mon, along with Cincino and Scolipede. So actually, my speed tiers are actually pretty decent considering I didn't draft them. And Ghost Poison is a pretty cool type. Obviously, doesn't have Levitate anymore, which really sucks. They really fucked up Gengar. But it's still fun to use, and Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I have no problem using him again. We also got Bisharp in the same tier. Bisharp's nice. I like Bisharp a lot. Sucker Punch is always very, very fun to use. I enjoyed using Absol in the Elysian League this season. Bisharp isn't too similar to a Mega Absol, but it is similar, you know, knockoff, stuff like that. So, knockoff Sucker Punch. So, I'm looking forward to using Bisharp. I don't know how often it'll come because I'm not crazy confident about using Mons with Sucker Punch as their main tool to hit things, because I always see it as like setup fodder, and I'm very, very worried about that. I'd much rather use something like Scizor with Bullet Punch, or Greninja with Water Shuriken, like that kind of priority. Sucker Punch is nice, but it's, you know, if they substitute or Swords Dance on you, you're fucked. So, you know, you see where I'm kind of, you know, nervous about using Bisharp, but Bisharp's still very, very good. 70 base speed also is not terrible considering it is a wall breaker, so it's actually pretty fast for a wall breaker. Not speedy, it's not slow, I should say. And yeah, I like Bisharp a lot. After this, I think Beartic came then. Beartic's great, has decent coverage, and fits with the Hail Core I got. Then I got Skarmory. Skarmory is also very, very cool. Do you know what? Skarmory gives me a ground immunity, which I kind of needed. My ground resist right now is Sunflora, so I kind of needed a ground immunity. So I got that. I'm pretty happy with Skarmory. Skarmory is a mon that I've always used, but I never drafted it in a draft league before, so I'm really excited to use it. Obviously, Mega Aggron Skarmory is a fire core. Everyone uses it all the time. It's a great core. And I'm looking forward to using Skarmory. Hopefully I'll use it offensively. Choice Band Brave Bird, hello? I'd love to. Hello? I'd love to use Skarmory as actually offensive choice band. Actually, I need to write that down. Then we got Scolipede. basically, at this point in the draft, I was like, Ian was randomizing all the picks. I go, Ian, please, give me something good. So he randomized my pick because the person who was choosing for me wasn't there. So he randomized the pick, and I got Scolipede, which, you know what? There's no Mon in Tier 1 that's bad. I would say the worst Mon is Tyranitar, not because it's bad, just because it doesn't really belong in Tier 1. But every other Mon there is fantastic. And some of them were taken, of course. I wasn't going to get Latias. I wasn't going to get Garchomp. But I was hoping. I was like, give me something fun. And you know what? Scolipede's actually pretty cool. You know, Scolipede's always a Mon that does really, really well in draft leagues because it has a decent attack stat, coupled with a great speed stat and speed boost. And a really, really good coverage. You know, Aqua Tail, Earthquake, Mega Horn, Poison Jab, a Superpower. Doesn't it get Drill Run? Oh, sorry, it gets Earthquake, what was I saying? It's a really, really good Mon. I actually really like Scolipede. It doesn't really fit the team, but you'll see later that I just kind of went with it. And this was also coupled with Toxicroak, which I'm not actually upset about either because Toxicroak is a fighting type, and that's kind of cool. It's rarely weak to Psychic, which is not an issue for my team because I have Bisharp, I have Aggron again, I have Skarmory, so it's not really an issue. So Toxicroak is pretty decent for the team. Gives me another special attacker and another physical attacker, so that's what I like about Toxicroak. You can kind of do whatever you want with it. Another Sucker Punch Mon. I don't know how comfortable I am with that, but we'll see what happens. It gets Nasty Plot, it gets Swords Dance, it gets the best move in the game in fucking Vacuum Wave. Hello? I love Vacuum Wave, actually. I actually properly adore Vacuum Wave. I think it's a great move. And I'm looking forward to using Toxicroak. So yeah, by the way, also coming to the last pick, I know we only picked 11 Mons, but there was actually 12 picks. In the final round, we got to choose our Z Crystal. And basically, if you don't know, the WBE, which is A-Drive's league, they do something really, really cool where they don't pick 3 Z captains or pick 2 Z captains or have just full Z moves for everyone. They actually go, you have to draft a Z Crystal. And because not a lot of people were there, we actually got, we were second pick, which means we'd actually be 15th picking for our Z Crystal. But because not everyone was there, I was actually like 6th pick, which is great. So I was going to get Steelium Z, but Aggron can't, first of all, Aggron can't use it. Skarmory is defensive, and Aggron's going to be clicking Head Smash all the time, so I figured Bisharp wouldn't really be using it too much, you know the way? And also, by the way, like, there's a decent amount of strategy to picking your Z Crystal because it is our pick, it's not chosen for us. So I started looking at what types repeat a lot. I was thinking Steelium Z would be good, but I didn't think it would be good. I was thinking Icium Z for a while because there are some, you know, what's it called? Status moves that are you know, are Ice type moves, but Beartic and Aurorus would be the only ones who could really use it, and I didn't think I'd like that. And then maybe I was thinking Darkium Z because the same reason, it's offensive, but there's also a lot of opportunities to use status moves, like Z Snatch and Z Torment, and I don't even know what that does, but Z Memento, Z Embargo, stuff like that. But in the end I decided to go with Poisonium Z because we have Scolipede, we have Gengar, and we have Toxicroak. We have 3 poison types, 3 very, very offensive Mons as well, so they all have the ability to use the Poisonium Z, and I feel like they all will get around to using it eventually. Scolipede either uses Life Orb or something like that, and if it's not Life Orb, it's just Z Crystal. Gengar is the same thing, not Life Orb, well yeah, Life Orb or Choice Spec, something like that. And then Toxicroak, I think as a Z Crystal Mon is actually very, very good because it has the choice of doing Gunk Shot or Sludge Wave. So you have the choice of going physical or special, along with Swords Dance and Nasty Plot is really, really nice. So I'm pretty happy with the Poisonium Z choice. Other than that, let's pick apart my team really quickly. Huge fucking weakness to fire. Fire is like the worst thing against my team. My fire check is probably Aurorus. And Aggron, well, if Aggron's taking a special fire hit, it's not going to take it at all. But every other Mon on my team is either very, very frail or weak to fire. Aggron's weak to fire. Although Aggron, I guess, is a fire resist on my team because it has to be. Filter is something, you know. But Scolipede's weak to fire, Skarmory's weak to fire, Gengar is frail as fuck. Bisharp's weak to fire, Cincino is frail. Toxicroak has dry skin, so it is, you know, weak to fire. Aggron is quite physically bulky, but its, you know, special defense is pretty booty. Beartic's weak to fire. Aurorus you know, is really my only solid check to fire type moves. It has decent HP, decent defense, decent special defense, so it will be able to take either side. And then Sunflora just gets absolutely destroyed. So look at that face. So yeah, fire isn't great. Fighting isn't too bad because I have Skarmory, I have Gengar, Scolipede, Toxicroak, stuff like that. Ground again isn't great either for my team, but I do have Skarmory and I do have Sunflora, I guess, and I have Aggron, which will eat any ground type move because Aggron's a fucking legend. So yeah, that's the team. I hope you guys aren't too disappointed in it. I am definitely not disappointed in it because I expected this to happen. Of course, people are drafting a team for you. They're not going to give you a team that's very, very good. And trust me, my team isn't. I wouldn't say it's the worst because there are teams that are pretty bad as well. But I think our team has a little bit more common weaknesses than others. Although Andrew has a whole team pretty much fucking weak to Stealth Rock, so that's gonna be pretty fun when I think we face Andrew. So if that happens, we're just gonna fucking spike stack and Stealth Rock him up. So that should be pretty fun. So that's the team. I don't know the schedule off by heart. I know we play Kip week 1, so that's gonna be coming up in literally like a few days. His team is monstrous. His team is absolutely disgustingly powerful. I know we play. Shit, actually, I think we play Psy Guy. We might, but I can't say off the top of my head. I can't remember, but that's the team. I hope you guys are excited for the Screw My Draft League. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys these games. I feel like these games are going to be the ones that definitely test our team building and our playing, because we're definitely playing with a huge disadvantage going with a team that's purposely terrible and meant to basically fuck you up. It's Screw My Draft. You're fucking screwed from the start. So I'm looking forward to using this team, and hopefully Mega Aggron can bring us to the victory. By the way, just in case you're wondering, there are 6 weeks of the regular season for this, and then after that there are 3 weeks of playoffs. If we win enough games, we might make playoffs, but playoffs is not something I'm thinking about. I'm just playing to have fun, playing to hopefully win, and we'll see what happens from there. So with that being said, hope you guys are excited for the battles to come, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. That being said, bye bye.